What up, dudes? Beans has been pretty bad the last couple of weeks, but it was alright today. Can't complain. First up, found this wrestling wrestle ring. Do believe there's some parts missing here, but otherwise it looks pretty sweet. I have one because when my wife proposed to me, she gave me a wrestling, but it's a more modern one. Also got this Frogger board game. I already have it, but might be this board looks better. Well, I actually think it already looks a bit better. So I have to check mine, see what the box at least does look better than mine. I don't know what it is. I keep finding these video game board games. And then another Smurf house. My son doesn't really play with these, but I kind of do like him. There's one window missing, but otherwise it looks pretty good. One Pokemon card. Probably nothing special, but I always pick up the Pokemon cards. One mask guy. I do believe he's masked, not Dino Riders. I recognize the face. I do think I already have him, but in a different color. Then there's a weird ass fake Game Boy Advance game. 32 in 1. Oh yeah. Even though I never do anything with them, I do pick him up. I don't know who is this, Action Man? I'm not sure. It's a really weird looking face, so I took it. Then some missiles. I'm hoping they're, well, I accidentally also bought a crayon, so this is definitely a G.I. Joe missile. Just don't remember which vehicle it's from. I don't know this guy, but it kind of looks like the same plastic. And then I have this guy as well, probably also G.I. Joe. And two Playmobil hats. Well, one Playmobil hat at least. I don't know if the other one is Playmobil. It looks like Playmobil, but can never have. My son loves Playmobil. He plays a lot with it, so you can never have enough hats. So yeah, that's it for the bins. Cheers, guys. What's up, fools? Some more car filming. So after the rock and roll bins, I went to Mortsel after work, of course. It looked out. There were no video games, no cool electronics, nothing. And I go to the toys. I was there before. This was the second time I went through the toys, and I didn't see him the first time. Whoa! I've been dreaming about finding Street Sharks at the regular thrift store, and what? He was 50 cents. Awesome. Let's put him over here. And then I went back to the games. I don't know how because I was, and suddenly it was filled with PS2 games. See the little clip? I picked out some. I don't think I own all of these. Don't have this one for sure. It's possible I had this one in the past, but with a bad disc, or this one I don't have. Whoa, this one is super heavy. The manual is like 500 pages. Shadow the Hedgehog in good condition. I might have a bad copy of this. This one, never heard, never seen before. It's like a weird futuristic racing game. Looked cool, so I took it. And then I might have this one, Fahrenheit. I'm not sure. I've seen it before, that's for sure, but I don't know if I ever actually picked it up. And then I go to the comic books, and I found the first issue. Last week I think I bought the second issue. I have the third issue at home, so rock on. By the way, the games were all €2 a piece. This one, all the comic books are $1.25. And then I found a huge stack of Conans. To be honest, I don't know. I bought this one today as well in another store. I didn't film it, but it was in bad condition, and I paid more for it. So when in doubt, leave it behind. These comic books aren't really that great, but the covers are so cool. And for 125 a pop. I'm sure I have some of them, but I do have the first couple of issues at home, and I have a couple of French ones, so I'm hoping that I can replace the French one with the Dutch ones, because it's just easier for me to read in Dutch. Well, now I'm feeling lucky. Onwards to the nifty store. Freaking Street Shark! Who would have thought? Hello guys, it's Wednesday, so I went to the low bins close to my parents. Didn't find a whole lot, but I did a little tour during my lunch break. I went to the thrift store in Borgerhout, and the only thing I found was this head. It's a head of Secundus from the Turley Gang. The second version. I actually have two Turley Gang guys, but only the first editions. The second edition, the head changed, like no longer turtle-like, but more, I don't know, merman-like, I guess. It was in a bag for €0.50, so I just took that out and re-donated the rest. Then I went to the cash converters in the city center, because that's really close by, and I found some PS2 goodness. iNinja, €5. It's a game you don't see a lot. Does need a case replacement. Silent Scope, €2. That's a cool game. I used to love playing this in the arcade. Don't know how exactly it translates well to a PS2 without the gun. And then never heard of this game before actually. Cold Fear. Cover looked cool. It's like a Resident Evil type game, I guess, but I don't know if it's any good. Case is a bit beat up, but I'll change it out. They also had Onimusha Shadow of Dreams for €2.50, which is a good price because it's like a €10 game. But of course they couldn't find the discs. It's like this place is horrible. Like, it's like, look at how they write. This is where the CD is in the drawer. They write like little retards over there. So they always 2 out of the 3 games were in a different spot and noted. So I really had to press them to check everything. But and close to that, there's also an Oxfam bookstore that only has books, and I picked up I.M. Banks for €3. Use of Weapons, really excellent science fiction writer. I'm currently reading his Against the Dark Background, which is an awesome book, so hopefully this one is good as well. I prefer these one-offs to like trilogies or something, because then I only find the first book or the second book. I had to order the rest on eBay, blah blah blah. So yeah, that's my next read, of course. So catch you guys later. The week isn't over yet. Hello 16-bit heads, and welcome to another exciting episode of 16-bit Chim. Got a lot of stuff for you today. The video game enthusiasts will certainly be pleased, because most of it is video games. First up, I got a Kickstarter in. Yes, The Curse from the Ilmar Bay. It's for the Genesis or the Mega Drive, a platform game. Very much in the classic style, like very rigid. The enemies are, well, I wouldn't call it bad programming, I guess, but it's a kind of a style like that typical early 90s style. Game is still in my Genesis downstairs, but it's fun to play. It certainly is. I'm not sad I bought it. Then another game, I bought this second-hand. Well, it's practically brand new. Mad Stalker Full Metal 4th. This game was first released on the PC Engine, I believe, and the X86,000 console in Japan, and it was never released on the Mega Drive until somebody found like the complete ROM. So yeah, Columbus Circle. Now Columbus Circle isn't known for the best quality cartridges, and they're also always very limited, so you can buy them on PlayAsia, most of the time, but they're always sold out like instantly. So yeah, I took a punt on this second hand right here in Belgium, so that's cool. I paid 70 for it, which I believe the original price was 60, but you've taken account like shipping and everything, that's kind of normal, I guess. Yeah, I can't stop buying these, of course. Another Masters of the Universe figurine. This is Zodak. It's stupid, like you have to buy at least for 30 euros, I guess, to get free ship on Amazon, but then they send it at completely different dates. So I bought Zodak together with She-Ra, and he arrived like 2 or 3 weeks later. I believe I already showed you guys this in the car footage, but I'm pretty happy with it, like the wrestle ring from one of the early WrestleManias toy lines. I think this is Hasbro. I found 2 of these Mega Drive Genesis carrying cases. These were €2.25 each, which is super cheap, of course. I'm probably not gonna put a Mega Drive or a Genesis in there, but I am gonna use them. Here I have my Super Cassette Vision with all the games in. And actually I forgot, if you hear something in the background, that's my son screaming, you know. I bought all these games online in February, and I forgot to show them to you guys. So I got Punch Boy, Astro Wars 2. It was $150 for all these games, and that's actually a pretty decent price because some of the rarer games are here. Catch Professionals or Wrestling. Nebula. This is a system that only came out in Japan. Super Baseball I already had, that came with the system. This is a system that only came out in Japan and in France, so that's why it's quite easy still to find games here in Belgium. Boulder Dash, Wheelie Racer. This one is one of the rarer ones. Sky Kit, which was also released on the NES or their Famicom, of course. The original Astro Wars. And then in here I have some more games. Oh, I got a lot still. Elevator Fight, Star Speeder. Yeah, I'm gonna run Super Soccer, Super Golf, Kung Fu Road, which is also, I believe, in this game. Lupin the Third, which I'm looking forward to checking out. Haven't actually played any of these yet. And Comic Circus. So some of them are Japanese, some of them are the French versions, which are also just in English, of course. I really like these carrying cases, and they're brand new, so I put them more like rarer systems that I don't necessarily like play every week in one of these, which are not boxed, and I can store them away nicely. My trade guy, you know, the one that got me that I Duck and that Troll Fighter, we started trading some more. He loves his G.I. Joe stuff. I love everything. So here are 3 weapons. This is Battle Beasts. This is Defenders of the Planet, that sort. That's like a He-Man knockoff. And I believe this gun is Turtles. And this is a part of the Snowspeeder. I know my Snowspeeder is missing a part, but to be honest, I didn't check if it's that part that's missing. And he also had some games for trade, because he's not really a gamer, and was like, yeah, sure. And I traded like G.I. Joe stuff, but also A-Team stuff for it. So yeah, pretty stoked and happy with what I got. You'll see in a minute. So first up, Final Fantasy VII. It's a platinum copy, but I don't care. I actually have loose disc version of this, but for some reason this game always eluded me on the cheap. Rascal. I believe this one is also a bit more rarer to find. One of those typical pre-Mario 64 type of platformers, which basically mean it sucks. A fighting game, pretty expensive one as well, from Squaresoft, Tobal #1. It's missing its manual, but otherwise complete. This one is pretty insane. I just traded a couple of G.I. Joes for this, so Legend of the Dragoon. This one has also been eluding me forever. It's complete with the manual. Only some of the pins on the inside of the case are broken off. Already had this one, but my copy is kind of dirty. So yeah, a pretty clean Ni no Kuni. And already had this one, but just didn't know it. Xena, the Warrior Princess. It's probably a bad game, but you know, it's Lucy Lawless. And then just because it's the Punisher, of course, check out this game. THQ, don't know anything about this game, to be honest. And Nier. So yeah, never played this, so I don't know much about it, but looks like a cool game. So yeah, all those games for like a couple of G.I. Joes. I also traded in my DVD box set for the A-Team, because it's a big A-Team guy. So yeah, pretty sweet. Some thrifty finds. I don't actually, to be honest, I found this in the car under my seat. It's a sealed copy of Killzone 2. I don't know, I really don't remember where it comes from, but it's sealed. So another one. Well, this is not really a Kickstarter, it's more of an well, just a homebrew. Well, it's not really a homebrew, it's Circus Convoy. And it's a brand new game for the Atari 2600, and it's made by the guys, David Crane, that invented the platformer, like Pitfall, the very first platformer. David Crane made a lot of other awesome games through the years, but he was always asked, please, could you make like a new 2600 game? And never did, of course. But now he and his buddy Gary Kitchen teamed up and created Audacity Games. It's pretty expensive. It's 70 euros shipped here to Belgium, but I mean, it's like that the Beatles would be back together and made a new album. I mean, still haven't checked it out. I want to hook up my RGB 7800, and it's somewhere up there. So yeah, when I got it hooked up, I'll be certain to play this because it looks damn interesting. I do think I showed this already. If not, I'll call it out. Cash converters, iNinja. Cold Fear, this was $2.99. I replaced the case, no, $4.99 this one as well, because it was broken. It's I never heard of this game actually. It looks kind of like a Resident Evil-ish. And then Could Not Resist Silent Scope, €2. They had the pretty cool Onimusha Dawn of Souls or Dawn of Dreams or whatever. But they couldn't find a disc. It's always like that there. It's annoying. So yeah, I think I showed you. Oh wait. So while we were on holiday on the seaside 3 weeks ago already, I was scrolling through Marketplace, and the ad is actually still online. Even to this day, I checked, and there was this guy selling some Neo Geo stuff, and he had like really high prices. So I texted him and I said, "Hey, how much would you want for everything?" And he said, "Make me an offer." I said 200. He said, "All right, I'll do it. 200 plus shipping." And I just, because at the seaside I bought those boxed expensive NES games, so I was like, yeah, I'm not going through with this. Sorry, guy, sir, but I just spent too much money. And he said 150 shipped. I said, I can't resist that. I mean, that's a good price. And then later on, he told me, well, I also have this bootleg Double Dragon PCB. It's in my arcade cabinet right now. I'll show you some footage right now. And so I bought a Double Dragon PCB for 30 euros. Okay, it's a bootleg, but like almost all the PCBs back in those days were bootlegs here in Belgium, so, and it plays exactly the same, of course. And you got 2 Neo Geo cards, Go Go Go, and 8-Man, which is the one I really wanted, of course. It's still in my converter. It also came with like a 2-slot Neo Geo motherboard, which I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do with that. I can resell it. I can resell it for 150 with everything I paid for this, but I also kind of think about modifying it to be an MVS, CMVS, so consoleized MVS, but I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do with it. So stick around for that for a future video. So yeah, I think I got everything. A lot of video games, as I told you guys. A lot of awesome stuff. So guys, this was 2 weeks in one video. I don't know why it ended up like this. Suddenly I was a week behind on my video, so I don't know how that happened. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a comment down below. If you prefer this camera, this is the Samsung A52. It's brand new cell phone. I need to test it for work. And before that I was using the Huawei P20 Lite. So yeah, tell me which camera you prefer. I bought a light. I'll try to show you guys. So it's pretty sweet. It looks like a tablet, but it's actually a big bright white light. So I'm still kind of fiddling around with the settings. And I bought another one of these because they're only 30 euros, so I can have one over there and over there. So the lighting, from now on, my videos should have good lighting. And the next investment would then be a microphone. Whoop! So, hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys later.